Hey guys, it's Naz from TVGasm. I'm here with Trina Dolenz from Tool Academy. She's a therapist from the inception of the show, and she's a magnificent human being. It's been an insane season.
Oh, this season's absolutely mad, yes. I mean, it's bigger, faster, harder than I think the other two, definitely.
It's literally tripled from season 1. Season 1 I was like, oh, what a great show. And then season 2 was like, okay, it's getting a little more train wrecky, and now it's like, oh my God, it's crazy. You have married couples, you have
we have a
same sex.
couple, yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
And we also have a girl tool.
Right.
Yeah, which is, I think, a big difference.
Let's start off. How do you take these people that are now watching themselves on camera and they're humiliated and they're seeing themselves, which is probably the hardest thing that they have to do, is see themselves act in a certain way, and then go, okay, I'm going to reform you guys, and I mean, what steps do you take if they're crying, or some people are even admitting to their behaviors?
Well, it's a very easy process for me at the beginning, because obviously they're being confronted straight away. So they're being dragged into what I would probably do on my 4th session. So that it's very quickly being confronted with, you know, their wrongdoings and the girlfriends in bits about it. But one of the things what I do is I sit there and hold their hands. So I don't judge. I'm there to listen, to bear it, to really hear the worst.
Like, you watch these girls, you're like, what's wrong with you? Why are you with that person? It's like you want to shake them a little bit. And
well, the real reason we come together in a relationship is to relive your childhood issues. So it's not because he's got great hair or tattoos or he looks sexy in the club. It's, you pick that guy because he's going to make you relive your childhood issues.
So it's true that some people will go date somebody that reminds them of their father, and that's a very...
And the way the father made them feel. So they're probably all insecure, they're probably abandoned, not necessarily really, but you know, maybe the parents were working too hard and they didn't have enough attention, maybe they were little one in the family. So they're feeling unloved, sort of cherished, they're abandoned, they're not looked after. So all of those feelings that they had in childhood are reenacted by their boyfriend.
Now, how do you deal with the same-sex couple? Is it Courtney and I don't remember her partner's name? Is that different when, you know, she's in the with the dorm with the guys as well, and she's butting heads a lot with people too, and it's a very...
It was Courtney and Sharon.
Sharon, yeah.
That was interesting, wasn't it? I was really interested to see how that would work out. The guys didn't like her.
No, not at all.
No, so the boy tools hung together. They didn't have anything to do with Genevicia because, of course, they'd all been trying to get off with her at the beginning, so they had egg on
And then
their
they're
face.
angry because they're like, oh, I hate that girl because... And it's like, you're trying to bone her earlier.
Yes, so they have to like backpedal madly from that. So they ostracized her, and they don't think they knew what on earth to do with Courtney. So I felt sorry for her in the house because she was an odd one out, and so she didn't kind of have anyone to be with or to gel with. I suppose she had to do it alone.
And then the married couples, I mean, how do you treat them differently versus people that are just going out, or you do everyone as the same?
No, I don't treat any. I have no concept of them being married.
No. Right, same. No matter what.
Doesn't make any difference to me, and I think that we have to remember that something like 60% of all marriages in America end in divorce. So the fact somebody's marriage...
Is it 60% now?
Yes.
Wow.
So I don't hold the sanctity of marriage. You know, Leslie and Daniel have been together 7 years and they had a child. Someone who has been together 2 years has just as much invested, perhaps. So... No, I think we have to ignore the fact somebody's married. Right. It's all about the relationship and the quality of what they're having together.
Now, we have a tweet. It's Yella Hand
somebody's reading
Blue
them.
at Trina Dolenz. Do you think people can change, really, truly change? That's Yella Hand Blue on our TVGasm page.
Without a doubt.
They can.
Everybody can change. Yes.
Oh, right.
We change all the time throughout our entire lives. And so... depending on what you want, you have to want to change, and change is hard, but everybody can change dramatically. Well, a lot of the bloggers or people watch the show, and I'm always sort of astounded. They sort of ask me if I'm a real therapist. I think, oh God, I'm not doing a very good job, am I?
Right. She's a real therapist, you guys.
Or, you know, that the couples are fake. They're so real. You know, you couldn't cry like that, surely.
Angela couldn't cry like that. Come on. Thank you so much. It was so excellent. Check out Tool Academy every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific on VH1. It's Tool Academy 3, and it's an insane season. And Trina, also, do you have a website that you...
Yes, trinadolenz.com is my website, and you can check out any photos and things that I'm doing recently, and I tweet.
Perfect. So follow her on Twitter and also vh1.com. Thanks, guys.